detected. But to you, I give you the news that, okay, you may place a bet. Right now, the focus is on who is betting, who is not betting. We are still, the Federation is focusing on match fixing, determination of results. Be rest assured, for you to pass a word of caution that if a game is fixed, FIFA has capacity to know. With Sport Trader, FIFA, and CAF, because you place on the bets where people, these accounts are open, they are monitoring software, they will know. And that's where I will start. That's why I remember the game of was it Express? Star Express. The president came out and said, until we see. So we also immediately go to Sport Trader, FIFA, said let us investigate. Until we give them a report that this was fixed, you can't start investigations. That's normally where the issue is. Some are ignorant about the regulations. You can't discuss regulations here. But that's notice can tell you to help. Wherever you are, some police are wherever you are, if you have a word of caution in the dressing room, tell your players. Because banning them from the game, sometimes you find that their families rely on that, and it's not the best thing we need to do. We need to stay tight.
So what happened in that game?
Well, that is actually still under investigation. So something is easy to acquire money, and you club officers and stakeholders, you see some players, their lifestyle. The players, this player was banned. This player was banned. The receiver, his lifestyle. Well, if someone who could come and buy lunch for the team, and you're a coach and the club owner, and you see those things happen, you keep quiet. After winning, you find he's giving each player some money. And for you, you are happy with it. Those should be some of the red flags. You see what's going on here.
Mr. Mure was teasing me that if I bought a car of 500 million, then he will say, where did I get the money?
So you need to always give this precursor. This is how you are somewhere and you see the way the club is behaving. Player doesn't want to use the bus. Immediately after the game, he has a meeting with some. Because these things happen. These match fixers, they wait at the pitch because you have their money. They will call you and say, well, this corner watching, because that's what they do. Like that when you are playing, you know. And sometimes these are unfamiliar faces. For example, we talk about their fixes because on the goals. They will fix the game and say, and that is going to get the goal in the 8th minute. Because the betting house will open, it could build up. If you think that is going to score in the last 2 minutes, put 10,000, I give you 1 million. Now, whenever fixers are somewhere watching, and you tell this now, if we do this, make sure you open up, find a way. 80 seconds, they are watching, then you find someone who is watching around, walking around. What's going on? Before you know it, the flower is faulting someone in the penalty area. And because sometimes we are also ignorant, you couldn't know these things happen. So when at that minute, there is a goal, someone is paid. So that plan doesn't come immediate. Takes time, almost 2 months. They even practice. They practice those players. Some are also training. But if you want to goal in the 70th minute, this is what you should do. This is how you coordinate your players. Because sometimes it's hard to engage both clubs to reduce the cost. And the good news, and the always don't go into club chairman. Because some club chairman, but later will say how much are you going to give you. You have 500 million. And they can't play around the game. You need to manage them in advance. But for players, say meeting fit 1,000. If the deal succeeds, 5 million. We want 6 goals. You get 4, they say they do pay. So we need also to be alert. If you see anything that's going on, the least you can do maybe is to communicate and investigate. Investigate, forward to the investigating committee, and for the clubs, it's basically the financial crisis. And this is the known problem for almost our clubs, 90% financing, because it's a fact we always pull from our pockets to finance the clubs. Now, if a volunteer comes to help you out, there are few who will reject that. There are few. You dine with the club, you have to honor games. Somebody like, because this gentleman recently came to help, remember Toro. Said, I'm going to a few hundred players. You handle water and food. Me transport, recruitment of players. This is the money. I have put 200 million, but I'm the one to spend. I know I will handle. Then the Toro said, it's okay. Literally didn't know that he was using the club for fixing the games. So financial situation of the club was one of the major causes. And it's not a cause that is going today or tomorrow. But you need to be alert. The message today is need to be alert. Whether you have the money, and there are some clubs that you see disappearing. Sometimes not because you need to wake up and ban the club. FIFA guides you. If you ban like 7 players, trust me, that club may not come back. There are clubs that are disappearing all of a sudden. And sometimes you are the chairman, you don't know what's going on. And they target that clubs because the FIFA calls it poor administration. You relax, you put in your money, you don't see results. The more you relax, the match fixers know. They do research. There's a club called Karuka. It's not going well. I don't know where they get the information, but they are well versed with the information. Chairman has issues, chairman has a debt. The players, his wife, the mother is in hospital. Then by the time they call you, actually so and so told us your mother in hospital, we can help you. At that time they don't ask for any offer. But they wait for you when it is become, but you took our money. So it also goes with the late payment. You not pay the players, and you will see the results indicate that. You may not find match fixing so much in clubs, but not that they are rich, but where who have their players coach. You normally find it, even if in Premier League, in clubs that really don't care. And the fixers, you will know. So at least try to talk to your players before the match fixing hits your team. Because once it starts, it's hard to stop by the rule. They want to expose so and so, you want your players, you can't dismiss all of them. Then you find it is a whole syndicate. The second situation, some match fixers come as sponsors. You come, invite them for a friendly in China, well facilitated with bonuses. People didn't know that. Now, when the time came and the clubs, federations were not responding, they would pull out emails sending to FIFA. Say this one, FIFA ban said the second one. Now, if you refuse, this is them. That's how they trick you and become a slave. When you are going for an invitation, normally FIFA, what do you think? If there is an invitation, you write to CAF, you write to FIFA, clear that. Despite it being the rule, you always write to verify. If you go for any friend and it is not authorized by FIFA, and they found out the game was fixed, then you are good as life. You do the verification if you are not sure the friendly game is going in. Sometimes direct approach from the match fixers. But most important, as I said, the game is in Aida. You didn't expect Castle Fan to watch that game, which is not bad. All of a sudden, you find him standing in the corner, watching, didn't even come to say hi to you as a club chairman. The best you could do maybe send an alert with the confidential number that you need to share. Such that they need to know, maybe that will help us write to FIFA or to Postword and ask, is the game with FIFA, please, can you check for us final versus maybe Karoka? Something seems to be fishy. When you get the information very fast, then immediately go back and look for maybe Kasoro can be what was it doing. And those alerts help us to apply the advice. You may not be wrong, but it gives an alert if you have to fight this fight together. And also the issue of players. You need also to engage them. So I are not paid for 8 months. Owner is not bad, but they are playing. The healthy players, they will call you, at least they will have an issue every day. I'm sick, I'm sick. You find there's that 5K, 10,000 that you, but if you keep quiet and you allow the chairman or the coach to be the chief finance of that club, that's a very vigilant flag. That's why he found coaches too large. Other than that, evidence sometimes limited. And you've seen some coaches designing, but as FIFA, you can't ban him unless you have it. But you realize that he was the coordinator of that game. Now he's losing, the coach is not bad. Now the game was in late James. The assistant was fighting with the coach. I said, the boy is sick. Can't you? Coach said, it's not your business. You leave it. Players leaving, the coach said, no, we are not moving. Because that was the match fixed as a target that day. And it was obvious, but you can't use your eyes to see that that's actually what's going on. But as an administrator, you need to also find out. Because we are the investigators, far we don't want to waste on every game. These are some of the red flags that we need to avoid. If you see any suspicious things on the club, but most importantly is you need to report. To be very embarrassing, they press you in a meeting. Sometimes we had an issue with the media personnel who was banned with the losses. What exactly happened? He was in the car. They invited the player. He's covered on the city. In the Land Cruiser, they are discussing. That game was supposed to end 5-7. When the Uganda Cup game. Lose offering the player money. This is what you should do. Get the red card around the 7th minute. This is what you should. And the media personnel was. So the issue was now, you work with friends, you travel with us, why did you report? So this issue was, what did I do? Say, okay, but you refuse to report when these vices are happening. That's why the issue of report is very critical. I repeat, the referees who lost who were banned because they were in a meeting, they were in the dressing room, money is being shared. She refused the money. Don't worry. Now you are invited to be suspended. Even or not. Others received on mobile phone, they returned the money back. Said, I don't want your evil money. But you don't report. And you knew that the fix took place. So it's critical report. Because now at that stage it is hard for the committee to, because failure to report is a breach of the rules, means you allowed the game to be started to ease. So that's almost 45 minutes, and basically this is what we want to discuss today. The red flags and to share information on exactly what's happening. It's a huge topic. We have to dissect it. Reporting alone and manipulation, you find it needs like 30 slides. Because of the time, I need also to be extremely sharp, such that if no one knows it's in class, others are just closing their eyes, but I need the time.
About match fixing, I come from an area where when you talk about match fixing, everybody thinks about the referee. I'm happy that the spectrum is bigger. And one thing I always tell people, one time we had a meeting with the EPL chairpersons at FIFA, when the president was there, I said, it takes you to. So if you're a club chairperson and you say this referee called me, then report. Because if you keep quiet, then like you said, the information remains within you. Then also, I would like to thank you and your committee. Sometimes we change referees, and I've never talked about it, but he has said it. So one of the reasons sometimes may be that some people complain, why did you change? Margaret had given us Rukambi, now it is a Yevale, it seems you have an interest. But there are certain things they tell me that they don't even tell my committee members. Like that game of Kuroziza, of the Vipers and Cameroon, they called me at around midday. Actually, I was in Tanzania, I was not around. The president called me. I took a decision, I didn't even tell my committee members, I kept quiet, and between me and Nsuruga, we changed the referees. And when they reached there, there was another team, and they went. So sometimes it happens. And but finally, one thing I also want, the reporting is legal, and everybody here will tell you. You see our culture from Africa. They don't go out as long as you get the point. But it's good now that you are telling us it is part of the law. And we shouldn't hide away from everybody, that everybody who's sitting here has never been called. But now what you are emphasizing is the reporting, like some of those people. Of course, you told me later on after the thing was done, someone was there when they were sharing and someone did not refuse to report, and you lose your maybe 2 years of suspension. So thank you for making it very clear that we have to report, but we also hope that the investigation, as Anjula yesterday said, someone can decide to say something to report, but fabricating the report. So we also request you, like you have always been doing, that once a report comes, maybe you try to do the investigation with the experts, but it is a very good topic.
Yeah, I can report to you that I think reports. But as I mentioned, unless you are the certainty, you cannot. It's a curse, not even just an evil to ban someone. You can't be found fixing game. The image people have in society is different. That's why. But the issue of reporting, I need to emphasize it. Sometimes when you're investigating, the player comes and says, okay, you gave me the money, but I told the chairperson, I told the chairman. Now the chairman kept quiet. Sometimes, like municipal as they share, once he's approached, he talk to the players, even call other people. Now we take a call. Now we take a. That's how information sometimes flows. One referee is approached, he also starts to give sharing. And now when he gives to Lukami the first evidence of match fixer, I want proof that say let me record the chairman. So sometimes you keep quiet and you think evidence is perfect. But these people, and in real life once something exceeds 2 people. In more cases. In normal cases, I've seen referees come and like, I wish I knew. Because he shared with another match fixer. Now match fixer said he comes to me and I want also to prove. We are told to him. This is you here, this evidence. This I will also record shares with the African. That's why how things move. Give me 200, I give you, sure. Then he keeps on sharing. And now that's why you see you find over 10 referees are going at once. Because they were not sharing of information. It's not good.
Thank you very much, Councilor Krambi. I belong to 2 sides. I belong to the side of referees. I also belong to the side of administrators. I have 2 experiences. But before that, I need to pose a question. If Team A is playing Team B, let me use yours, but these are facts. It happened in one of our games in this league. Team A is playing Team B. And then Team C is competing with the Team A. If the result of this game either gives Team A the trophy or Team B. You understand? And then Team C, who is not playing, gives money to Team B. They facilitate them, like you say, sometimes clubs with the salary, they don't have money. So this team volunteer to pay for the accommodation of the team, the transport, the allowances, and the meals, the bonuses. And then, but Team C is not playing. It is Team A and B playing. Team C wants Team B to win, so that they can go through. I don't know. I need you to guide us as per the regulations. How do we rate that? How do you do that? Is it really, if this team is facilitating, Team C is facilitating?
In simple terms, Mr. Way, is it legal to pay a particular team to win a game? That's the question. Is it illegal or do we support it? That KCC says bypass, if you win a game between you and URA, there is 10 million or 1 million for player. If you win, and I will do whatever you want, win at the game.
Yes, that is legal.
It is.
It's legal.
It is legal because
It's allowed.
because I don't know the results.
Yes.
I've not determined the results on the day. But I'm affiliated to the performance. But you're in the same league.
Yeah, we are in the same league. But I'm giving you, because at the end of the day, you go to play to win. So I'm just enhancing you and say, bypass, if you are good, let me give you support to win.
Exactly.
Not to lose, but to win.
Exactly.
Even to lose, same thing.
It's okay.
For losing is different.
Losing is different.
It is okay.
Hmm.
It is okay.
No, it's not okay.
Yeah, that's the case we had. We forwarded to FIFA. Because our ethics committee said for them, the rules did not cover that. Because our rules covered underperformance and it was illegal. Whereas what Mr. was raising, KCC is benefiting from that result. If you beat URA, I'm going to be number 2 and I'll go to the continent.
Yes.
You get it? Or if you win, you beat him in Uganda Cup, I'll get the weaker team. So basically, so we forwarded that file to FIFA. But because our ethics committee said for them it was not covered in the rules, and the rules were not covered to that, so we forwarded to FIFA. We maybe come and if FIFA responds positively, we'll have to now take the executive to work on the rules.
Okay, I have understood that. I will not name the teams because
Yeah,
they are also for
the
the fight. Then the other experience, you talked about some sponsors pretend, some fixers are pretending to be sponsors. I have been chairman of Gentlemen. I was chairman of Gentlemen program for 2 years. And it is on record that Gentlemen Football Club played in in a space of 2 years, they played in 3 leagues. They played in the Super League, they played in the Big League, and in the Regional League, which is not common in a space of 2 years. At Cheltenham, yeah, this is my Cheltenham, and I'll tell you why. And in Cheltenham, when I took over, the community wanted me to take over the team as chairman because I come from Cheltenham and I belong to football. I'm a footballing person with some vast experience in football administration. However, at the time I took over, and we should be very careful with these things, the reason why I want to share is we should be very careful. When I took over, the players were being paid on time. And when I took over, they told me, when they're handing over to me, that we have got a sponsor who pays salary to the team. Then I demanded with my executive that let us have a meeting with the sponsor. And then the sponsor, we wrote to him. We requested the CEO to write to the sponsor. The sponsor I'm talking about. Then the sponsor did not honor our meeting. We sat, didn't come. We again wrote another letter. This time signed by the chairman. He didn't come. We even made phone calls. He said, okay, I'll come, but I'm very busy. The reason why he was not coming, at that time we did not know. He was paying players, the salary. But he had all the accounts of the players, bank accounts and telephone numbers. So on the 30th of every month, he would transfer the money to their accounts, to their mobile phones. And then in return, he calls them when you are even not aware of that administration. He calls them, because they weren't paying them, he calls them and he tells them whatever he wants, and they will do effect that. So, when we called him and refused, we took a decision as the executive committee. Then, we say we are terminating. First of all, there is not even any written agreement between the club and the sponsor. It was an understanding between the former chairman and that sponsor. So we are terminating, we don't want. And we invited the players and we said, any player who receives money outside us will be suspended. We shall even forward your case to FIFA because we have tried to investigate there's something wrong. So now the sponsor went away. What came next, because this is a community club, he had to go around the people. And akasajja kafufa, omanya baganda kama makoko tagala shetu. Baka planting wano kujja kola ki? kulemesa tiimu. Akasajja kanaku. Tekalina sente sasula abasambi, oli abadde asasula abasambi ku time. So the players went into areas for about 3 months. We don't have money to pay them, and everybody's on. But that was a very tough decision for us to take. And I want to appeal to my colleagues here, the administrators. These are some of the decisions that we should take to protect the game. Because it's not very simple to leave somebody giving you money, and you don't have even money to pay the players. That is one. Then two, when I came in, there was a CEO there. The CEO is a referee like me. I will not tell the name. And I am his mentor. In quotes, I'm his mentor. And he's the CEO, but I found him at the club. And he was the one even fixing the payments and so on, using the other sponsors. And then, there are a lot of things going on. We took a decision again. We said, no, we terminate the services of the CEO. Mr. Kalemaiti was here with him. And the CEO, because I am his mentor, and we've been around together for some good time, runs around everywhere, even goes to Mr. Kalemaiti. Awuye now is the chairman, but he's just in me. Why? You speak to him. I told Mr. Kalemaiti that the issue is not about our relationship as referees, our relationship because I'm the mentor, but the issue is now that one, we cannot work with the CEO who will never even attend meetings of the clubs, but is doing club work outside us and is collaborating with other people we don't know. But after some time, you know, after some time, this man fall a victim of match fixing. So, and he was suspended. Then the last one, your presentation was very good. To us as administrators, my appeal is, some of the people that are falling victims, like you say, it's out of ignorance. Some of them are falling victims because they want to make money. But the biggest number, if you look at the referees there, the referees, because that list comprises the biggest number of referees, yes. But these referees, I'm speaking now as a referee on the other side, not as an administrator. Some of these referees are being, they are falling victims because out of ignorance, they don't know. I would appeal to you, if FUFA can design a way of maybe sensitizing, like now we are having this training. For example, the referees are having a training, a course in Ginger. The referees for the elite referees in Ginger, in Nigeria. But if you can take such a topic to the referees, so that referees can know, if you do this, for example, one referee, like you said, he never reported. He knew what took place, even he refused to take the money, but he never reported. So there is need for you, not only the referees, even the administrators. The administrators seated here are top administrators. But below us, there are also administrators who need to know what is taking place, the don'ts and the do's and don'ts. And then finally, the issue of the the issue of the referees again, the last one. Mr. Brown talked about, and it is a practice, I've noticed it, that at times referees are changed. There's a time I was a whistleblower. If you remember, it was not good to say that. I was a whistleblower at one of the gentlemen games where I was the chairman. And you took a decision immediately and you changed the whole set, which was very good. But before we do that, let us find out. You talked of an issue where you said, at times the match fixers go and even lobby for a particular referee. These people are very smart, very smart. They may not come to Kubinji to tell Kubinji, because if somebody, for example, who is not in football, calls Kubinji and says, I want Awuye, Kubinji will say, who are you? You understand? These people are very smart. They will not even go to Kubinji, who is appointing referees directly. They will even use a referee Awuye, who is a friend of Kubinji, to ask Kubinji to give Brian a game in one group, for example. And at times, Awuye would even speak to Kubinji, you know, this young man, this young lady is a very good referee, you know, we need to see him or her, and some of us will be there. if you could give him a game, you know, it is easier for me to go to one. You see, it's like developing a referee. But now, these people have used him. That's also another trick. They have used him. Kubinji will give Brian a game, not knowing that he's giving Brian a game, but it is the match fixer who has proposed to Brian. The one who is dealing with. That is one. Two, the other side. The referee also can speak to the appointing authority. In a friendly way, we do these things. Madam Louis, Mr. Brian, I have got, for example, I have got my son who is going to study in Ibari. But I want to use that opportunity to go there when I go for the game so that I look for the vacancy. You see something like that. You as the appointing authority will say, it's okay, you give that person. Literally, you know that there is something hidden. Also, the other side, and don't laugh, it's a fact. One referee can say, for example, that, please, Mr. Brian, njagala kuwanika fulaga ya ufula. Njagala genda ko mbalale. Omanye mbalale mujibai kuwanika fulaga ya ufula, that is a talk within the referees. Kuwanika fulaga ya ufula means maybe I want to go with a side dish away from home, or I have my side dish in Barada. So the appointing authority would even give you a game. But in the actual sense,
instead give the normally what investigation does, and those allegations are made, they are quite many. You find there is a game and one referee is officiating 3 games in the same region. But as I say, the investigation always, if they relate to being your chairman of that, if they are still like a baby, but the day they are linked to it and that they are benefiting from it, then at the moment as we speak, the investigations are totally suspended. Even if it's Mr. Lukan who are party to it, I told you the one of South Africa, the guys, they held on with 400 million. And we were like, if we could share, we kill the investigations. And I told him we are over 15 people who are party to that.
Thank you so much, and I would like to thank you for the force you put in behind coming match fixing. But mine still is in line with what Mr. Ray just said. We play around 11 matches in our league, but you find one particular referee officiating more than 6 matches of a particular team. When you follow the success of this player, when they change maybe the center, if one is, she will remain on that. You see? It happened somewhere, and I don't know whether it's also part of manipulation or it is a mistake. I don't know.
Those are the manipulation. There must be someone benefiting financially or to that. And those, I said, those files are quite many, but now that is pure administrative.
Instructor, I want you to understand, I'm speaking on behalf of the coaches and the players. If you don't pay them, it will not stop.
So you think it's the
And the referees must be paid when they're going. And the players, the chairman must pay the players on time. If they don't, this vice, I'm telling you, there's no way. That is the only solution. Now, from there, you can now say, because people will check themselves consciously, why should I do this when they are paying? That's why you said clubs which pay don't have it too much. But if you don't pay, if officials, chairmen don't pay players, it's going to be worse.
Yeah, it's the cause. But one debate is about integrity. Remember the time you told us that if you look at the corrupt this government, they are the richest. Not you find someone at a certain level, but still. So we're trying to fight now in still. As all of us, it's about integrity. And now we don't want to use the, you see if we are talking, we don't want to use the words, you will be banned, I've not even mentioned. We want to instill integrity in club officials, and the consequences are there. But let us focus. My message today is, there are areas you need to understand that. Area to pay, Mr. Way has got out very well. But yes, financial crisis, we need sponsors. But if a sponsor comes to your club, and you allow him to take over the players, those things happen. Because I remember even in Man U when they sponsored, the new manager came, but there are limitations. took over the players, but he's not the one to pay directly the players. MTN sponsors FUFA. There are times when MTN had certain terms. They said, you know, you give FUFA the money, they will do their accountability at the end of the season. So if a sponsor comes and you're looking to handle the players, you will have an issue. And one day, it happens.
Thank you, Mr. Okandi. This is indeed a very interesting topic, which means almost a day or a week to discuss. But I will start with my senior, the chairperson of the coaches. Since this is an annual class, as I say, we can la Malaya, everybody mugaga new and Malaya. So, what does that mean? Your neighbor can explain to you. Now,
What's your name?
I'm going to issue a report. This is a very sensitive issue about reporting. And maybe some of us will fall in that category because of either to fear cooperation with the where we are reporting. We must be sure that if I report, it doesn't go back to those people who are doing what, who are conducting the match fixing. Secondly, about the harassment reporting, there are match officials who were banned or suspended. But suspending somebody in football matters doesn't mean that you are keeping him in the prison. It's still the public. You always move with our referees, our players, either knowingly or unknowingly. Now, for example, my colleague here is a maybe let me say he's a referee. A very good referee is moving with which Runda who is banned. And
I got your point, but then it's about to close. That report came officially. But now our rules were, because she moves with the referees, you know, at the pitch, bribes them. So we forward to the chairman, and our rules were not clear. Whether if you ban him, you can't even allow him to socialize with his play. We went to FIFA, the same issue. FIFA also forwarded them to investigation, they reported, but we need to get, because we don't want to go outside our limits. Either if they ban you, you can't work with the referee. What we know, you can't do any activity now. Administrative, you can't study, you can't associate that term. So that report was officially received.
lastly, this is in the house.
But there's TV.
There's
TiTi will not
that one.
take that beyond.
This is in the house. You said in your presentation, and there is a rumor.
Okay, when we start, we shall clap. Yes. You know, we are better have a complete debate here.
But let us welcome our President, Umasa.
Asante sana.
Ukiongeza sana.
Okay, thank you so much. We are now on the closing ceremony of our course, the Famaco II. And before we begin, I would wish to have one of you to volunteer for an opening prayer. Yes, Stone.
Let's rise.
Let us all rise up.
Father, thank you this afternoon for the gift of life you has given us. We thank you for having brought us all the way from the first day to this day. Thank you for the Federation, the President, and his executive, having thought about this idea of capacity building. But I pray that whatever we have learned, we will put it into practice. And when we go back, those regions and districts will not remain the same. As we close, be with us. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen. Thank you so much, Tom. We don't have some time. Allow me to invite Director Ali. Director Ali will do the protocols and also give his remarks as our director in open. Thank you so very much.
Our guest of honor, Mr. President, welcome to the closing ceremony of our 5 days course, 40 hours. The Vice President and members of the executive, the participants who are members of KUFA, chairmen and delegates. It's an honor for me to stand in front of you to give you a brief of how the closing ceremony is going to run. My name is Alimweli, I report for development. We shall have 2 participants to speak on behalf of the class. That is Madam Agnes Mugena and Chairman Ronald Barenti. When they finish, I will come back. So let me invite Madam Agnes.
Good evening, everyone. Mr. President and your executive members, the technical team, my fellow colleagues, my classmates, I would like to take this opportunity, first of all, to welcome you, Mr. President, and your team to this closing ceremony. Without wasting time, I'm honored on behalf of this classroom to say a word or two on their behalf. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you, Mr. President, for giving us opportunity to have adult education. We have been here for the past 5 days, and we have interacted, we have learned a lot. As a person, I came not knowing that I know football, I know management, I have governance in my club. Little did I know that I didn't know anything. There was nothing down there. But when the instructors they started lecturing us, I realized that there is a lot lacking in club governance. And as a class, I believe we are firm, because that was the interaction we had together, that what we have got here, going forward when we get back there, we shall never be the same. We have learned about governance, we have learned the laws of the game. The most interesting topic was safeguarding, where the class was and business. All the lecturers, all the instructors who were giving us knowledge were friendly, were elaborate. They had to trim everything to a layman's understanding. And that's why I say that even when we give an exams, there's no one who was, I believe, was scored below 50. meaning the knowledge that impact was on us. 2, Mr. President, you have injected on us. It takes a heart for a leader to identify people like us, because all these courses are costly. But you have sacrificed together with your team to make sure that at least part of the leadership at the grassroots is also given an opportunity to learn. One, thank you so much. Mr. President, as we are entering into a political period, I don't want to end my speech before saying something about politics, but I want to call upon all the participants here that a person who gives you knowledge has given you life.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
And I want to ask all of us, get down to the grassroots. At your locality, let's try to make sure that this information is disseminated. FUFA must be felt at the grassroots. Regional chairpersons, we have to go down there and see that even the DFS get the same knowledge, but working together. Working together is key. Finally, Mr. President, there is a saying in our language that when you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. We are here today as a classroom. I think all of us are politicians here. You have scratched our backs. We shall never leave you alone. We are going to stand by your side come these elections.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Finally, to the instructors, thank you so much. Instructor, thank you so much.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
And without leaving out the management of Paradise Hotel, where we have been residing for the last 5 days, we have been taken good care of. We enjoy meals that some of us even don't enjoy from home. And we have been enjoying here. Some of us, by the way, this is dry season, some of us even eat once in a day.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
And the management of Paradise has been very cooperative. Once you ask for something, you're given. We only need to improve on a few things, and believe me not, this is the best place to be. How I wish all the trainings would just shift here, not again in jail. It will be the best. One, thank you so much, instructor. Thank you so much, my chairperson, football development. It is a milestone for us. I know I am your 2IC, and you've been at the forefront of all this. Thank you so much. But without him, you'd not be and would not be. One, thank you so much, and thank you so much for listening to me. I want to wish you good journey masses back home. As we
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Chairman,
Good afternoon, members. This Engineer Honorable Sir Moses Malogo, First VP, the longest, and Bruce Vistas. My fellow participants, executive committee members, wow. Madam Agnes has spoken almost everything that is there to about this whole course. You know, someone who invests knowledge in you is giving you lifetime capital to you. When FUFA sent us a circular for this training, I think I asked Swale, how much is the training?
So he told me it is free. I said, yeah, it's free, let me apply. Then later he called me whether I'm coming. And I asked him how much is the hotel, how much I'm supposed to pay. So he told me, no, here it is free. Everything is free. So I had to come to enjoy the free things. But I want to thank you so much, Mr. President. But deep down in my heart, I feel pain that it is only the three of us who are here, the UPA clubs. How I wish all of us would have been here. Football was going to change in this country from today when we need this. But it's only the three of us, very, very unfortunate. I don't know how Principal is planning, but I would suggest that I pray to what this and invite them again. From what I've seen on the course, each one of us, we need this, all of us. Unless we get this, we will still be mediocre things. The children unless if we come to this class and attend to this, we call each other. So I want to thank the course organizers, our instructors. Thank you so much. You came down, you knew we are adult learners. You didn't use very big words on us that we don't understand. You went with our pace. Our organizer here, we counted him in many areas, but what money is not. So I don't want to waste a lot of time. I pray, please, that you look into the remaining that have not attended this. If I don't know, some of us, all of us, I would say, came here to fulfill the statutes that were coming, isn't it? I came for that. So let me go and get that Famaco so that I didn't get caught offside. But when I attended this and I learned what I learned, I am very, very happy that the goal I came with actually changed. Provided my knowledge, and I believe bullets will be at the top.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
So thank you so much. And police also. Thank you so much.
1, 2, 3.
Bullets for you here.
You know, I have one small story. The chairman told me, you know, we are starting to implement the TMP, things are going to change. So these are like the first courses that are coming. So we had a course on the 27th of January here. It was for trainers of trainer. It had assessment, and I saw here, you know, the room was very hot. This evening also, there's a time I was sitting an examination and senior six, and my HM was much on pressure. So he came and checked on me, how was the paper? So I thought even the HM was on pressure. So even this evening I was much on pressure. I'm very happy that things are very good, but I will not speak. Let me invite the CEO to address you. In turn, you will invite the executive secretary.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Mr. President, I'm right on the protocol already observed by the previous speakers. I bring you greetings from the Chief Executive Officer of the Federation, Mr. Edgar Watson. We would have loved very much to be at the closing of this historical inaugural training for Famaco II for members of the Executive Committee and chairpersons of our members. But because of the other pressing issues, he has not been able to be with us. And he has also sent me to give you the following remarks. Mr. President, the FIFA Secretariat is very happy and very energized to work under the existing Executive Committee. We thought the resolutions of the last General Assembly, when we approach the next electoral time, might put us on a wrong note, get us on a wrong footing when our members have not been trained, given the requisite training for them to freely participate in the upcoming electoral processes. Mr. President, at the implementation of the technical master plan, one of the key areas is the human resource to be used to ensure that the technical master plan, the next 7 or so years, is fully implemented to the satisfaction of the executive committee. So when this and the 2 other presidium workshops came in, this was a very welcome idea to us in the Secretariat, Mr. President, and we are very happy that it has been implemented. So we look forward to other capacity building programs that we are ready to implement as a Secretariat, Mr. President, and we shall do so the way in conformity with our statutes and decisions of the Executive Committee and the General Assembly as well. So I want to congratulate the participants, the members of the Executive Committee, for so many things. One, the comments were important from the instructors is that nothing came out from the class as I am a member of the Executive Committee. We were all very listening, very abiding students, and the instructors did not find it a very big problem to give the instructions that they were meant to give.
Let us clap for executive members. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We made a hand.
The class was very good participated as a president. They gave out their all, they gave out their minds, and the instructors were very, very happy. And when there was a brain teaser at the conclusion of the workshop, the performance has been very great. So it means the students did understand, they understood very well what the instructors were saying. So congratulations, members of this inaugural class. On behalf of the instructors as well, a student is as good as their teacher. So class, graduates, go there and demonstrate that the instructors did not do their work. One, by demonstrating that you came out of this class without anything and implement the reverse. Or keep quiet and don't implement anything at all. It will mean that you are not different from what Mr. Parente is asking for. That we, the 3 who are here, are not different from the 13 that we are not here. So we need to get out there and demonstrate that something was done. That's when you will give the instructors the ranks they deserve, that all they did was not in vain. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you very much, the participants. Thank you very much, the Executive Committee. I want now to take the singular honor and privilege to invite the Executive Secretary to the document.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Good afternoon, colleagues. I want to see smiling faces. Tony. Mr. President, the Vice President, and members of the Executive, I want to report to the President that besides the appointment of Executive Secretary for Football Development, this morning I've received another title from here. The entire class is calling me principal. But that said, I want to get back to the kitchen first. While we were planning for this course, Mr. President, it was not a very easy task. But I would like to thank my colleague, Mr. Samuel Mpima. Please stand up for recognition. Who heads the governance document?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
She came to me in the office and said, you know, we have governance issues. We need to do certain things right. Can we get the ear of the president in matter X, Y, and Z? I am the beneficiary, but you are the implementing agent. Those were his words. But later here we are. President, the kitchen has not been very easy. Because the other day when Mr. Msiwa came in, he was asking me questions on to whether there shall be an exam. And I gave him the assurance without fear or favor that there shall be an exam. And finally, he's a happy man that he has sat for the exam and passed.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
And I'm using him as an example, but very many of you have been coming in my inbox requesting to cancel the exam. But you know, when you work with other engineer Makugo, the first thing you need to understand is decision making. If you can't take a decision, then you're not bound to work with him. But without wasting time, because I want to invite Mr. Mukisha to invite the president, I want to amend Mr. Ronald Varente's speech. Mr. Valente said he came here and found 3 things. I want to tell you that the institution of FUFA has invested quite a lot of resources, money, time, and people into this program. I also want to amend that we will not give another free course because this has not come free. Because when you get a service provider and say, I have 60 people coming, he will plan for 60. You cannot come back and say 30 came, so refund. So, Mr. President, it's true out of the 34 members, the 13 have not been here, and those are Premier League clubs. Did we communicate to them? Yes. Did they receive the information? Yes. But they had a few requests to make. One of them was to do this course every weekend, so that we let them do their work. The other was to find time and look for them where they are. And we said education is dictatorial. You cannot go to Makerere and say, I'm a minister of education, so I will study alone. That cannot happen. Neither can you say, I'm minister of XYZ, I will not do exams. In so doing, there are 2 case scenarios. The wisdom of the president suggests that the institution of FUFA will spend on the 13, I have no problem. But there is a suggestion of making them pay, because education is expensive. When you miss, you pay for it and look for it. By that said, I take the honor to congratulate everyone in this room, those that passed, because we are yet to receive the certificate. So I'm not sure that everybody passed. But congratulations and thank you for your time. And lastly, Mr. President, we have a lot of quality around our courses. As we speak, Dr. will attest to the fact that there is a course going on in India for the match officials. And most of the things we talked about here are the same things these people are going through, because we believe refereeing is one role, but you need also to understand all the other issues that are to do with the game of football. So with those few words, I want to congratulate all the instructors. Mr. President, at least those that are here, I will mention that Mr. Ali Mwebe, Mr. Decolas Chiza, Patricia Yewari Safeguarder. The most popular instructor has been Patricia, isn't it? But we also had Mr. Yusuf Aouye, Mr. Mpima, the president himself, the first vice president, Mr. Rogers Biamukama was here this morning. We had Agra Shava. We had Council Dennis Lukambi today. We had Madame Barbara Irakiza from the Uganda Law Reform, and very many others.
1, 2, 3.
Members, students, ladies and gentlemen, I was reflecting just a moment when I was seated there of how all this began. And I cannot forget, I think it was the year 2009, when we had a course, first course for Famaco Ii in Ambodi, where Alimere was one of the first students and himself. And I could not help compare that time and now. That time, football was in the crisis because it was being led by people who were educated on one, but they were not as knowledgeable as the leaders of today are. Mr. President, always do the things to you because you are the one who started that program in 2000.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
My father was a teacher, a grade 2 teacher, and he died when I was finishing my last year at the university. He was a grade 2 teacher, he was a head teacher for 30 years, and he died a happy man because he left me about to graduate, to become a graduate what? Mr. President has instructors, the first FIFA instructors in this country, I would like to inform you that have found that the trees we planted that year are growing very well and are maturing. They are doing a very great job. They are very bright and they love what they are doing. I could not help it. With the other course we ran for the TOTs and ladies and gentlemen, I think the sky is no longer the what? Lastly, but I also was from the same group. I grew up thinking the atomic bomb was the most dangerous thing. But later I learned that the most dangerous thing is having a leader who is ignorant, occupying the space, and especially when he is overconfident. Overconfident in his what? That one is more dangerous than atomic one. Mr. President, we now have this atomic bomb. But they are still there because we still need to continue. Once again, congratulations to all of you. I saw the marks which you got. I was very impressed. I think they said it very simple. If whoever said knew how we are going to score, I'm very sure you will have pushed the bar slightly higher. But once again, congratulations because you passed. And may I now take the distinct honor to invite the president of FIFA to address you.
1, 2, 3, go! 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Is it anything in my after? At what time is it? Meaning, at what time is it after? Huh? This is not part of the examination. Okay. The members of the executive committee who are here, the instructors, the participants. In the last 7 days, I've been the most excited human being. It's only that I'm one person who manages emotions. So sometimes I'm excited and you will not know. In the last 7 days, I've been able to give away one of my daughters. And as a parent, you get so happy to see a child grow and eventually lead in the right way. the last 7 days, we had a course here of training the trainers with a dream that we want to have trainers in refereeing, in coaching, in administration across the whole country, such that we have regions that have gotten teachers, then we can teach the people because we have a mission. Now, on another day like today, I'm excited that we have other leaders who are benefiting or rubbing off on those who already know. Mr. Mugisha summarized it for me. Very, very dangerous, and indeed dangerous. That you're in a position of leadership and you take decisions, but then you ignore. You were a pilot. So we are depending on you, we are airborne. And you don't know how to pilot. It means even if there's a pilot seated inside, he will suffer the fate of the decisions of the ignorant pilot who is piloting. Some of us, football is a passion. We've lived our lives through. And when I look through this room, it is very common. The common denominator is passion. I asked every one of you, your connection to football is going to be passion. Because none of the people here is paid the salary worth the money and the time you put in. But then you do it because it's passion. So you come here, you come into administration because of passion. But it's our duty. For us who have been fortunate enough, I told you the other day that Mr. Mugisha pulled me out and identified me. And I said, I think you can do this. And when we went to Mr. Munendo, I remember, he refused. I said, yeah, no, we have very many teachers. And he was doing it with good reason. Even myself, I said, I think I can leave this for others. Mr. Mugisha insisted and said no. And I want to thank him again. And when I went into these courses, I opened up myself to a new world of understanding the game that I've loved all my life. We are very fortunate as Uganda, because our group, I think in Uganda we were 2. There was nobody in Kenya. I think there are a few people in Tanzania. And you realize that the countries where these instructors went or came from and paid by FIFA. And this was a program of the FIFA World Cup in South Africa, for your own information. Because there was going to be a World Cup in South Africa, FIFA decided to teach, I think, administrators, referees, was general. Now, in the countries that got instructors, you can even see their organization and arrangement of things was different. I still tell my friends in Kenya, they didn't participate to create instructors, and up to now, they are still struggling with governance, basic governance issues. But we agreed, unfortunate enough, that I became the president, became my vice president, and said the only way we can give back football is by sharing what we know with the rest of them. I'm very sure that from our knowledge we got from FIFA, there are so many people who have benefited as a multiplier effect. We picked up Mr. Mbima and identified him and brought him in that program. Then that program ended before we completed it. I think they changed things at FIFA and somehow that program ended. But we made sure I go through the CAF processes which we are going through. So we said, how can we create trainers? So we created a group of administration instructors. And these courses have been going on. When we started with the idea of Famaco, it was our creation. We said, let's create something, an identifier, a standardization. And that's how Famaco was created. So that's an abbreviation of Football Administration and Management course. So let us put levels, because people should be progressing. When somebody has just come, give a little dose. When he's here, give a little bit more. So when we were in the General Assembly in Moroto, we said, I think it is important that the people who take leadership should really be having some basic understanding of football administration. Always, people mistake this for politics. But there is no way you come into administration without being elected. I think we have gone through this. So for us, we are not looking at the candidate, we are looking at the winner of the election at the end of the day. Right now, we have fulfilled our promises as executive. We say, guys, let us pass this amendment. Because people thought we are bringing this amendment to target people. And we say, there's no reason why we target you. You are our member, we believe in continuity, we believe in the experience you have. And I've kept telling people that, unlike the usual politics, and I'm not being selfish here, unlike the usual politics, whereby you push and pull in the street, then whoever is shouting, we believe that that system generates the best leaders. For me, I don't believe it. I'm one of those people who does not believe in those elections, the way they are done, that they will give us the best leaders, or some people shy away who are good leaders, or we spend a lot of time and money trying to find leaders, and we never find them at the end of the day. But football requires what they call experience. And experience cannot be bought in a shop. I remember my boys at Luton, one time one of the boys was telling me, now you Carlos Roberto, experience and what them. Experience and what them. Experience cannot be bought. You can only acquire it by experiencing. You must go through it for you to get it. So there's a lot of experience inside this room. A lot of experience as far as football administration is concerned. If you can amalgamate this experience into one block, you know. So our interest as the executive was that, okay, we don't want to lose even the people who are experienced. But we want even the new ones who want to come in after going through the process, such that we are sure this does not suffocate electioneering. So we have fulfilled our promise. We told you we shall put you back to the status that we were before the amendment. I think we have fulfilled that. Because the requirement was for you to be a delegate, you should have a Famaco Ii. And I'm sure that training has taken place. For those who are delegates and did not have Famaco Ii. We said those who are chairmen of clubs and chairmen of members, you must have Famaco II as a member. And I think we have fulfilled by giving you and illustrating you to what it was before the amendment. So the amendment did not affect the people who were excited. But that was not the objective. The objective is the knowledge. And I think Chairman Bull put it properly. The knowledge you take away from here and you go back with it. What are you going to do with it? Let's go back and administer the game with some of the principles we have acquired. In addition to the principles, I also want to advise, and I'll keep advising whenever I have an opportunity. This game is our plan. This game is for all of us. And let us protect it, because it is always going to be attacked by vices, by people who wish to be the ones belonging here. And how do you protect? You don't protect by refusing people to join. We want to recruit and have many people join through the processes and the standards are set. Where there is something wrong, be the advocate of the game. You will not be defending FUFA. There's a difference between FUFA and the game of football in Uganda. I hope that was explained clearly. FUFA is just the institution, your institution. As members, it is your institution, and you have given us a mandate of 4 years, which keeps on waning out every 4 years. But when somebody is talking about something that is negative to our game, please, you have the knowledge now. Defend the game. And there are going to be mistakes. There are going to be wrong things. So you mean by us exaggerating them, we shall solve them? I've heard people say, you know, the Tafari computer by Uganda. And what do they do? Going on radio and looking for the wrong things only. And they are saying by doing that, they are building. Have you heard many of this? Pira kwa Uganda kutadeke Tafari. Bine ebintu ebitu byogeddeko. Kirungi naye nebirungi nabyo tukoleki. Byogereko. Then we shall believe that actually you are building. But when you concentrate. So let's defend this game. Where we are wrong, let us correct. Let us accept. Sorry, this guy, this is not go well. Where we don't know, let us, even if you have come from here, there are still things you don't know. There are still things I don't know myself. You cannot be the one who knows everything. But for me, what I know is to find what I know. What I know is where to find what I don't know. If I don't know something, I know where to go. I keep telling the referees that for me, laws of the game, I'm the president. And I need to understand. But I'll call Ali Thompson. He's the only person I call and said, then he will tell me no. Because I know that I don't know in that area. I go and seek knowledge from that one who knows. Or I'll make sure I train myself and read. I want to conclude by saying that congratulations to all of you. This is adult education. Adult education is very difficult. We are asking you to leave home and come and stay here like a student in a hostel. You have very beautiful homes, very beautiful beds, and very good people back at home. But you left them there, and you came here and stayed, not one, not two, but for the number of days we have stayed. So I want to congratulate you on that too. I also want to congratulate the instructors that when we were teaching the trainers, we say the most successful trainer is the one who has the ability to pass knowledge from himself to the trainee. If you don't do that, then you are not an instructor. You can know so many things, but you are not telling them. And if you are telling me that people have done very well in the test that has been put, it is simply because you have done a good job as instructor. And the test will always be there because we must protect it. If this is a walk-in, and everybody walks in and walks out, then why do you have it? We want people to understand that there is an examination going to come and they concentrate, but the intention of the exam is not to fail anybody. There was somebody who was saying, when you go to those 4 courses, they are going to fail you. They will target you and fail. Why should we fail you? There is a coach who failed. Mr. Champada, you know. He was a very talkative and one of the best coaches around town. When they brought the exams, they failed. And when the man failed, he said, no, Fufa has failed. You know, they have been attacking. There is no way to pass. So we said, it's not our culture to expose people. And when we brought out, before the fellow coaches were saying, this person cannot fail. So we brought out his papers where he wrote for everybody to see. And everybody started saying, nay now. Nay now, when that case died, up to today nobody talks about it. But we need to stop there, we call the coach back again and say, you know what? We still want you to contribute, but this time listen. One time in the class, he came to class as a student and he thought he was going to teach the instructor. In the process, he was not concentrating to understand. When they brought the examination, he had not understood anything. And he misfired. They were asking other things, he was answering the things the way he thinks. That's how things are done. We have not had such a case here. When we were teaching the instructors, we told them there is going to be a student called a challenger. We categorized you. I don't know whether we got the challenger here. Did we get the challenger here? Yes. There were about 4 types of students. So we prepared them. Now when you get a challenger, this is how we manage it. Now when these courses are serious, guys. You would imagine that's what we were training these people before they came to teach you. We were preparing them that you will find this environment, you will find it when the equipment goes up. Things are serious. Then people will tell you, if you're a graduate from academy, you have worked in Total, and for you to be a CEO of a club, you must undergo a full administration course. I'm sure you who are here, you'll understand, and indeed you need this course. But if you're not here, you are there in town and you say, I've gone to the university, I've played football at the highest level, and you tell me that I need this course. But I think now you can see that actually it is good with that experience, come to this classroom and get this education. I want to thank the organizers of the course, the principal.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Our dream is to create the Institute of Professional, how did we call it?
Professional Sports Institute.
What we want to teach is professionals for the, you can be a graduate in marketing, a lawyer, but we take you to our LDC of football. And our plan is to convert Injeru into that. The army is doing it. You saw the UPDF, the UPDF. They get the military guys with all the training and they take them to Glasgow. And that's why you see we have the force called UPDF. People do it. It does not mean that you don't know. So our dream is to convert that into, and we are going to get the certifications. We are in the process of getting certifications from the National Council of Higher Education, so that people go through training all the time. Because even things change. What we are saying today is not what we are saying 5 years ago. And when this education opportunity comes, please always avail yourself for as long as. How did we make this course free? This course is not free. I think Principal put it clearly. FUFA has paid. That's the difference. That FUFA has paid for the course. So if you want another group of people, and I've told them, let us also organize another course. Because we don't want this politics of saying that this course was done to lock out people. That's not our objective. We are saying, please organize, advertise, and tell people there is another course. Whoever wants to come and attend, pay and attend. But what we want is that if I'm a person there, I want to become a FUFA president, they have put this requirement, come to class and attend. So that when you take over, you are not like us. What happened to us when we took over? We took over FUFA, and we don't know the next step of what to do. FIFA had to fly in a team, they called it the flying squad, the flying team. They came in quickly, they realized there was a problem. People don't want to talk about these things. And they took us through a week, non-stop of how things operate. This is, and we learned a few things. So we'll organize that course, let us advertise it, and people get this education. For us, at the end of the day, people will have got an education. They come and take over administrative responsibility, they will be educated. And our game will still be in proper order. So the organizers of the course, from the principal, the department, the federation, thank you so much. Our members of the executive, thank you so much. I asked them and I told them, guys, if you don't have Famaco, go back to class. And be humble and attend. That was my request. Because I'm sure you are going to get knowledge. And this knowledge will help you as an administrator, but sometimes even in life, some of the principles Yamukam was talking about here in marketing, you can use them in life, in your own businesses, actually, branding things and all these things. So my members of the executive, thank you so much. And the requirement was setting exams. They have sat for the exams, I have also sat for the exams. Because that was the requirement. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't even see some members of the executive will say, but how can we sit? You know, how will people see us? As if we don't know. There's nothing wrong. Knowledge is knowledge. You cannot even know everything. I'm very sure that a professor of physics will fail chemistry. It doesn't mean that you're not educated. It just means that that is not your area of competence. However, we are saying, can we build ourselves so that if you are a member of the executive, You need a little bit of refereeing. You know, maybe a little bit of safeguarding. You need a little bit of all of these things. So that when you're on top, you're actually not free. I want to thank everybody, the guys who have supported, to give us the technology, the media people who have been with us, thank you so much. For me, I'm excited. And I'm living a happy man that the seed of multiplication of this knowledge is continuing. And I'm very sure from here, there are very many people, chairman, police, when you go back, sit down your executive and push them and say, guys, look, the club is about business, the club is about governance, the club is about the sport. And organize your structures like that. At the end of the day, you will see results themselves coming up. I want to conclude by saying I have an opportunity today. I'm extending an invitation to all of you. The closing dinner of this course, starting at 6 p.m. Dressing is casual, smart. Please, let us have a dinner, because in football, let's do the football. 90 minutes, let us compete. Police versus bull. We want to see competition. But when the match has ended, we need to come back and strategize and see how can we make the game better. You get it? Let's go on the pitch and compete. You beat me, I beat you. You get it? But when we come off the pitch, let us come and think for the game, because at the end of the day, the game needs us all. You cannot have bull when you don't have police. We need the police to have the league. We need the bull to have the league. We need UPDF to have the league. So when we finish all these things of the 90 minutes, remember, too serious. After the 90 minutes, yes, the 90 minutes is brutal because that is our sport. But after 90 minutes, let's also socialize. I want to see the chairman of Bull going to Leonard visit Mr. Bote. Talk to children, no, Mr. Talk to Mr. Bote. Talk to the children. Let there be a social, you know. Do you know when you come to football, you surrender a lot of things. If I asked every one of you to name for me the best 3 friends you have, they are going to be inside football. Because football is like a parasite. It eats away all others. It is selfish. Because every day we wake up, I see Kiza. Whether I like him or not, I will see him. The following minute, I will see him. Because eventually he has to be my friend. If we are. So out of the football, let us be socially, engaged. I can come to you, we can talk. If I'm in Lida, if I'm in Marua, if you're in Guru. I used to have a friend called Abbas Sende in Mbarara. We met in football. But every time I went to Mbarara, I was home. Then the time I went there, I did one. My wife even did not go there. Then my tires busted there for the car. I didn't have the money. The bus just went to the house and got money and bought tires there in Mbarara, and I came back and my wife didn't know that I'd been to Mbarara. I'm not going to do anything wrong. But just not told my wife. So on that note, allow me to stop there. Thanks so much and congratulate everybody for what we have gone through. And I need a multiplier effect in operations, but also in training. Thank you so much.
Okay, members, we are going for special consideration. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Maybe one president forgot to tell us the venue of the dinner.
The venue of the dinner is at my residence in Nakasero. It's plot 3, Makinon Road, just near Golden Tulip.
Right.
So 6 o'clock, by 8 o'clock we will be done. Because I have to do a program at 10.
All right. By the powers that are conferred upon us,
But we are in this.
we take the opportunity. First of all, congratulate our instructors. And these have been the best performing instructors. And number 1 is none other than Engineer Moses.
1, 2, 3.
everyone is Mr. Mugisha just